Good morning and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from Youghal by the Sea in Ireland over here in Europe. And we are continuing in our series. This is number 85, video 85. And we're going back through the archives of the Telegraph newspaper in the UK. We're looking at number 5613 in their Diabolical series, and that comes from the 10th of September 2021. So this is it. If we don't solve it in using basic Sudoku techniques, then we generate a second video, and that will look at the advanced techniques. And I've had a quick peek look at this one before, and I think it's going to be more difficult than the last week's. Okay, so let's get started. I'm using a Sven Sudoku pad, and it is very good in the beginning for beginners like myself, because you can highlight a cell, double click, and it'll show you where all the other occurrences of that candidate is. So for example, and then you can just hold down the control key and highlight that and that. It can't be there or there. It can't be here. So do you know what? We now have a unique one that's going to go in here. And we'll do it again. Well, it can't be up here. Can't be over there, so we now have a Snyder pair of ones going in here, and I think that's it for the ones. We'll go now on to the twos. Oh, well, we get a Snyder pair anyway. Can't be there, can't be here, so we're going to have it here and here for the twos, and just check that we can't do anything else. No. Okay, on to the threes. And there are just two of them, and that is okay because it means we're going to get a unique 3 in here. And that 3 coming over here means we get another unique 3. Wasn't that handy? And what else can we get out of it? Well, this one coming over here, we'll get a Snyder pair. We're doing very well out of the 3s considering that there was only one there. And over here, can't be there, so we get our Snyder pair of 3s in here. And I think that's it for the 3s, isn't it? Well, that's enough. We wanted the 4s. Can't be here, can't be here. We get our Snyder pair in here. And that's it. Now on to the 5s. Well, this 5 coming over here clears that out, and we have a Snyder pair of 5s in there. Well, it can't be down here, can't be here, and it also can't be across here. So this is where the 5s will be in here. Right, where are the 6s now? Oh, just one again. Okay, can't be there, so we're going to have them here and here. Can't be across here, so it's going to be here and here. Now this is an important one. This is known as a conjugate pair, or a double, and if you haven't come across these before, go down into the comments and you'll see a tutorial video down there in the links that I have for tutorials. Now it is, I usually color these, it's just in the house. It means that we know what's going to be in here. It's going to be a 5 or a 6. Well, there's only 2 cells left, these 2, so we should also be able to work out what goes in here. Well, it can't be 1, 2, 3. It can be a 4. Can't be a 5 because that's here or here. It can't be a 6, can't be a 7, and it can be an 8. Now that's going to be quite an important one because, okay, it's a conjugate pair for the house, but it's also a conjugate pair for the row, and I'll color the rows blue. Now, it means the 4 or 8 are going to be here. That means the 4 cannot be over here, so we get rid of that one, meaning that this now is the unique 4 in there. And the 8 now, oh, that's all right. It can't be across here because we have the 8s here and here. Okay, what was I doing before I came to there? 6s, wasn't it? So we go on to the 7s. A lot of 7s there. And we can't have it up here. We can't have it across there or across there. So that's where our Snyder pair of 7s are going to be. And we should do something here as well. Can't be across there, can't be across there. So this is going to be another conjugate pair, and this time of 7s. Again, I'm going to color it green and blue. Now, this is interesting. We know what's going to be in these two cells, and we know what's going to be in these two cells. So this is the only one remaining, so that one must be a 3. And we can get rid of this 3 here. Right, let's continue with the 7s. Well, we can't have a 7 across here, and we can't have a 7 coming down. Not enough, we've got 3 left there, so that's no good to us. Right, that's all we can do with the 7s. On now to the 8s. Okay, can't come down there, can't come down there, can't be across there. Therefore, this one now must be the 8. And notice that we're getting rid of a 3, which means this is the remaining 3, so that must be the 3. Can't be here, can't be here, so it must be either here or here. Putting in these Snyders is very important. Take your time, do it in many iterations. It'll make life easy for you in the end. Okay, there are the 8s, and now we'll do the 9s. Well, can't be down there, or across here. There is a unique 9 in there. No, it can't be across here, can't be across here. We have a Snyder pair of 9s this time. Well, can't be here. We know that it can't be in here, therefore the 9 must be here. That's why these doubles are so important, or conjugate pairs. Now, we can't have it there or there, so it's going to be across here. We're getting a lot of stuff in this. Can't be here, so it's going to be here or here. Giving us another conjugate pair, green for the house and blue for the row. Which means we know what this one is now. Can't be 1, it can be a 2, because it can't be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, so that has to be the 2. We're doing the 9. Oh, I thought I could do something there, but I can't. Alright, now, having done all that and put in so much, it is worthwhile now to go back and do our second pass at it. So we'll start again at 1. Now, I have to say I'm a bit confused. I don't know why I have a conjugate pair of 1s in there, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm going to take them out. Maybe they should be there, but I can't see any reason for them. Sorry, they were a Snyder pair of 1s. Okay, 2s. Nothing there. 3s. Well, not there, not there, not here. So this is where our Snyder 3s are going to be. Well, can't be across here, can't be across here. So the 3 must go in here, and we're getting rid of a 5, which means this is the remaining 5 here. Now, can't be down there, can't be across here, can't be across here. So that's where our Snyder pair is going to go here. Now we have a 3 of some form or other in every one of the houses, so we can go on to the 4s. Well, can't be over there, so that's where our 2 4s are going to be. And they are also a conjugate pair. And just notice that 5 there. I should have got rid of the 5 over here, making that one the 6. And this one then has to be the 5. Now, this house here, we have everything bar this one done. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be a 6. 7, 8, 9. Okay. Doing well. I wasn't expecting to be doing this well. I don't think I did this well when I was I had a quick look at it. So maybe I made a mistake that time, or I'm making a mistake now. I don't know which. Are we doing 5s? Well, can't be over there, can't be here, so it's going to be in one of those 2 places there. And we do the 5 again. This now is also a pointing pair. It means that in this row we can't have any more 5s, so it can't be down there, can't be here, can't be across there. So that's where our Snyder 5s are going to be there. That's all the 5s. On to the 6s. Well, down here it can't be, so it's going to be either here or here. Right, sevens. Not down there, not across here, so that's where the two sevens are going to be. And again, this is a pointing pair, so you can't have any more sevens on this column, which means we have to get rid of that one there, meaning that this is now our unique 7 for that house. Now this 7 here, we can't have a 7 there, so it's going to be either here or here. And we now have some form of 7 in every house, so we'll go on to the 8s. That 8, we can't have an 8 there, which means this is our 8, which means we have a Snyder pair now here of 8s. In fact, that's the only house we haven't been able to fit an 8 into. And the 9s, we still can't fit a 9 in here. Look, that was our second pass, and we did put in a few there, so I'm going to go back and do it again, the third pass, and hopefully this will finish off the initial part of the video. We're not having much luck with the 1s, sure we're not. I can't get any in there. There's 4 houses that I can't get anything into. Unusual. Well, now that 2 coming down here, it means that we have a pair of 2s here, and that's an interesting one. The 2 6 2 6, that means we can't have a 7 here, because we have to have the 2 or 6 in both of these places. So we get rid of the 7. We change these to a green and a blue, and it means this then becomes our unique 7. But we're on the 2s. Still nothing on the 3s and 4s. Yeah, still a couple of houses there, we're getting nowhere with them. And 6s. Ooh dear. Okay, this 7 here means that we can't have the 7 there. Get rid of that one. And this now becomes our unique 7. We're doing well in the higher numbers, doing very badly in the low numbers. That's all the 7s, is it? Yes, this 7 here, we can't have a 7 there. This is going to be the 7. And this is going to be the 2. That might start helping us out a little bit now. So let's get rid of the colors. 7 again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. That's all the 7s done. And the 8s. Still can't do this one. And the 9s. Okay. Now we put in a few there, so unfortunately we're going to have to do it again. I'll do it. If I find anything, I'll come back to you. Okay. Starting again at the 1s. Oh, look at that. There's a 2 there. This cannot be a 2. Get rid of that. So this will be the 2 over here. And this one's going to be the 6. And we get rid of the colors. So 2s again. Okay, that's it. That's all I could do. I didn't find anything else. I'm going to take a break now and start having a look at the different rows and columns and see if anything is going to pop out there, so any hidden uniques or anything, but at the moment it doesn't. Oh, wait a minute, there's a 9 down here. That can't be a 9. Oh, dearie me. Oh, I'm really bad. Excuse me, that means this one here must be the 9 and that one here must be the 6, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to go back and do another pass now that I've got a 6 and a 9 in there. It's bound to do something, and it's not sufficient just to do the 6 and the 9. You start with that, but then you have to go back and do the rest. So I'll start with the 6 and the 9. Actually, there's no need to go back any further because there was a pair here that was done, so I was already taking into account that either a 6 or a 9 would have been there. So that's it. I'm going to have to go back now and look at rows and columns, so give me a couple of minutes to go and have a look at that. Well, I didn't find anything interesting except, here we go, 6 across here and a 6 coming down, so there's a Snyder pair of 6s to go in there. Where are my Snyders? There they are, the 6s, and I found something similar with the 1s that I'd missed out on. 1s there, and where are we? 1s here. So there is a Snyder pair of 1s there. Okay, now that's basically all I've found. I did see something else. Where was it? It was an interesting one. Oh yeah, there's the 8 and there's the 9. The intersection of this row and this column. I think nearly everything is there. We've got 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4. Oh, 5s are up there. 6 is here, 7, 8, 9. So the only thing that can go in there is a 4. So that was a hidden unique. And now, if you look at those 4s, across here and across here, it means we now have a Snyder pair of 4s here, which are also a pointing pair. Not that that makes any difference. On that, I saw something else. What did I see? That opened up something else for me. Oh yes, of course it did. I see it now. Look, you can't have a 4 in here and you can't have a 4 there, which means this has to be the 4 for this column. So stuff the 4 in there and stuff the 8 in here, and let's get rid of those colors. And continuing on from there, this 8 means that we can't have the 8 up there. This becomes our unique 8. We're getting rid of a 5, and this will become our unique 5. Now this is beginning to show a little bit of promise. We're getting a bit more into it. But we have a conjugate pair here now, which is going to be, what's missing there is a 2 and a 6. 2 and 6. And it is just in the column. The 8 that we got here means we can't have an 8 there, we can't have an 8 here, we've got 2 more 8s here, which means this now is a unique 8. Out of interest, how are we doing on the 8s now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, we've all the 8s in. That was very good. Okay, I just want to see now, can I do a bit more with these 3 and these 3? Well, if we look at these 3, those 3 there, what's missing there is 1, 4 and 6. I'm going to put these into the middle, 1, 4, 4 and 6. And for the top one, it's going to be, we already have a 1 there, so for this one it's going to be a 4, 6. For this one we already have a 6, so it'll be a 1, 4. And for this one we have this pointing pair of 4s here, so that's going to be a 1, 6. Okay, so they're binary pairs. Might be able to do something with those. This 3 here, what's missing there is 1. We don't have 2. It's 1, 2 or 5. So 1, 2 or 5. Like if you've got 3 cells, then there can only be 3 possible values to go in there. So it's 1, 2 and 5. Well, we can see in this one we already have the 5, so we can't have the 5 there. On this one here, actually we have a 1 there. We can get rid of the 1. And this one here, 1, 2, 5. Oh, we have a 2. We can get rid of that one. So again, we've got binaries in here. Lots of binaries around the place now. Yes, maybe we could do something with that. Look at these 3 over here. What's missing? So 1, 4 and 5. Yeah, 1, 4 and 5. We have 1, 4, 5. Now this one here, we already had that down as a 1 and a 4, didn't we? Yeah, because there's a 5 down there. That was a 1 and 4. Shouldn't have done anything with that one. This one's 1, 4, 5. There's a 1 down here. Nice. And that gives us two 1s now this way. Okay, interesting one to do. And this one is it's going to be a 1, 4, 5. That's a pity. Triple. What about these 3 over here? Well, we have the 4, 6. Let's not make the same mistake as before. There's a 4, 6. But that's missing. But that's missing is a 2. So 2, 4, 6. This one here we have a 2, leaving us with a, that was wrong, with a 4, 6. And this one, the last one, is going to be 2, 4, 6. But we have 2, 4, 6s there, which will, that's a conjugate pair, those 2, 4, 6s. So let me just get rid of that and put those in properly as a 4, 6 colored blue. So that conjugate pair means we can't have a 4, 6 here, which means that one is going to have to be a 2. And this is now beginning to get a little bit messy. We actually have a Snyder pair of ones there now. We have a Snyder pair of twos. We have a Snyder pair of fours. We also have a pair of ones down here in the column, and we have a pair of sixes. Look, it's very hard to show that here. I'm going to copy all this over onto the other software, and I'll put in all the possibles at that stage, and we'll call this a day. So here we have it. Everything has been copied over from the other software. I hope I haven't made any mistakes. Anything that you see in bold means that that candidate has a corresponding pair either in the house, the row, or the column. I find that handy when I'm trying to go through chains. I know that if I hit on something that's a black, then I know that I can do a strong link between there and the next one. If you haven't done chains, have a look below. There's loads of tutorials down there on strong, weak links, chains, single chains, pairs chains, alternating inference chains. I can see chains hanging at me here. I'm sure everybody out there will find much easier ways of doing it. And I can see X-wings as well coming out of the rafters. So it'll be interesting to see what you come up with and how simple a solution you can find, especially these binary pairs. Is there some easy way of looking at those, like the way you did before with the bugs and things like that? I'm just going to have to sit down and think and maybe start reading again. Anyway, look, that's it. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to know when the results are coming out, subscribe and click on the bell. I'll be looking at your comments, and if there is a solution there that I find nice, interesting and simple, then I will certainly feature it in the part 2 video. So until we meet again, Slán Tamil.